So here we go, we're going live and we're going to go through tax season. Actually, if you're self-employed and you're looking at tax season coming up, there's some really key pieces that you need to be aware of. I do have a workshop that's actually coming up on the 29th. You'd be more than welcome to join me if you'd like to. And that we're going to discuss the basics of how to make sure that you set up your taxes for success, especially if you're trying to qualify to buy a home in 2024. Some of the key components that most first-time self-employed people completely forget is that it isn't the gross income that we're looking at, it's the net income. And the net income plays such a huge role for you that what happens is most people don't think about that number. And so they really try to write off everything they physically can when it comes to, saving some money on some taxes. While that's a great strategy and the CPAs, that's what they're designed to do to help you as far as saving taxes, that can completely disqualify you from buying a house. Now, this is a really big deal because if you're thinking of buying a house now that you're starting to kill it in business, you have to kind of think through how you're going to set these up for success. So long term, what I would highly encourage you to do is to really kind of talk through what the necessary pieces are with this so that you can make the most of it. So if you were going to go do a Schedule C, which is your typical sole proprietor or LLC, as far as setting yourself up for success, there's a couple boxes I would encourage you to consider. Number one is you had to buy a lot of machinery or goods or other things like that to actually set yourself up for business. You can depreciate those. You can take a one-time hard cost. The problem is that goes against your net income on line 31. Or you can depreciate. If you depreciate, that's a paper loss that we can add back in. So we'll talk a lot about that when we come into the workshop, the Financial Freedom Workshop that I'm going to be building here shortly and releasing on the 29th. The second thing is that the use of your home. I'm sure that you're using your home quite a bit for business, whether it's the kitchen table or you have an office space or something like that set up. You have that all ready to go so that you can get yourself into a situation where you can, eventually get your own office, but right now you're using part of your home. Well, you can deduct up to 10% of your home's expenses. That's like internet, telephone, heating and cooling, rent, all that stuff, or mortgage, whatever it is that you have, you can actually write that off on line 30, which is the use of your home. The last one that doesn't get used very often is miles. A lot of people, you're getting to the point where you're using your car to go around and do estimates, or you're using your car to pick up machinery or picking up whatever else it might be picking up. You can actually write off each individual mile, and we can add in 26 cents per mile. And what's interesting about that 26 cents per mile is we can actually get you to the point to where you're building your income back up, even though you're showing a net income down at the bottom that isn't tremendous. These are three places where you can actually build it up. Anyway, so my seminar is actually coming up, and hopefully you can make it. Wow, I don't know how to turn this off now.